Hello fellow golfers, in today's video we're going to be talking about the importance of club face control when fixing your slice. Over 80% of where this golf ball starts is dictated by your club face angle when hitting the golf ball. So it's our job to have proper wrist mechanics throughout the swing and also proper strength to match our swing type and ball flight goals. When setting up for a draw, we first must talk about what grip strength we need in order to match our golf swing. First, I want you to take a look at your left hand and make sure that your left hand is not on too weak. You should see around 3, maybe 3.5 knuckles in the lead hand where the V is pointing more towards your right shoulder. With the trail hand, you're going to invite it underneath a little bit more, making sure that the hand's not a little too far on top, which could also cause you to have a weak club face and swinging over the top. After you have a grip that matches your golf swing, we must talk about where the club face needs to be throughout the golf swing. When people hit slices, too many times I see that club face just opening up and being excessively weak in the top of the swing. The problem with this weak club face at the top of the backswing position is this is now going to cause a reaction. The club face is now going to stay open. You're going to swing over the top, getting very aggressive, throwing the club over your right shoulder, and now you need to jump up out of the way or swing excessively left in order to have any chance at swinging and hitting the golf ball. So when fixing your slice, the first thing you must do out of the gate is make sure that the club face is a little bit more pointing down towards the golf ball. Do not let that face roll open out of the gate, as this will cause a reaction of the club going over the top. So instead, we're going to feel a little bit more of this lead wrist angle, staying a little bit more consistent. You can visualize a laser on the club face going more down in this direction. In order to develop better club face awareness, I use the Hack Motion wrist device sensor in order to feel where this club face is throughout my whole motion and to also sync up my feel in reel. So after we take the club face back, feeling a laser pointing at the golf ball, we're going to be feeling the lead wrist staying a little bit more consistent and flat with the forearm angle right here. The more the wrist goes back at the camera, this is adding flexion. The more it goes against the camera and going this direction, this is adding more extension. With flexion, this is going to strengthen the club face as it points this direction. And as we add extension, more of a cupping sensation, this is going to weaken the club face. Most people who slice the golf ball have a very weak club face. So by cupping this is going to cause that reaction of going across and adding some steepness to your swing and blocking it out towards the right. So the main goal is to have the knuckles back more at the camera with the club face pointing in this direction, which is now going to allow us to be able to shallow it more consistently, turn while keeping our body angles consistent. So one of my favorite drills in order to ingrain this is the 1-2-3 drill. I sit up to the golf ball, I drop back my right foot a little bit, I now close my shoulder lines in order to ingrain a little bit more of an inside out swing path. I'm now going to feel the club face pointing more down in the takeaway, going to the top of my swing, feeling the wrist a little bit more consistent, and then during the downswing, I'm now maintaining that angle down through impact. What it shouldn't look like is as you begin your downswing, that club face should not open and go this direction. It should be a little bit more down to the ground, right hip high. The club face should be slightly more down to the ground, as this is going to allow you to keep the knuckles more downwards also. Then you can rotate and have that club face very stable through impact.